Welcome to The Anxious Woman. That's me. My name is Poet. It is evening. I have the evening to myself. I don't need my microphone because my husband is at paint class. So I have like 4 hours on my own. I'm a little shaky. I'm dealing with another UTI. I know that's a little bit of information, but I'm always as honest as I can be with you guys. And so I'm taking those bladder pills. I have been for the past 2 days. So, but right now I feel okay. I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Just a couple things. I'm going to try to keep this like super brief. At the end of this video, I'm going to put a clip of George's latest painting that he hung up in our bedroom. I think it was yesterday. And so I'll put those clips at the end of this. But I just want to say I hope everybody had a really, really nice Mother's Day. Just throw that in. And let me know in the comments what you did on Mother's Day and how it was for you. There's so much, like so many of us have had losses and so many of us are trying to get through that. Today is the 3rd anniversary of my mother's death. It's also my old friend's 83rd birthday. He has a birthday today, so I wished him a happy birthday this morning. I got a card in the mail today from my YouTube son, Corey. Corey, I'm not going to show the inside, but Corey wrote me this amazing note inside. It's just like Corey asked for my address and he sent me that card. And I'm so appreciative. George gave me flowers for Mother's Day and chocolate chip cookies. Cards are kind of one of those things where I think now that we have so many ways to send messages that we're not really out buying cards. So to get a card is really special and really incredible. I also today, so thank you, Corey. I love you to pieces. Corey is just an amazing young man. I've known him since 2017. He's like my YouTube son. And he's just amazing. I just love him. And as I was going through messages and contacts, I found like 4 phone numbers that I didn't know I had. And I also have one address of someone, but I don't have a phone number. And anyway, so I sent a couple of people today some text that I haven't texted in forever. So I don't know whether like, if you can text back, please do. Messenger, I just haven't been over there. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with Messenger, but if you get a text from me, I say that it's Poet. You know, it truly is me, and I should be in your contacts. I fooled around just a little bit with some more of this one, so I have a little bit more done. I lost a little bit of interest in this, and I'm not, you know, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm so busy with everything. Today is every day I have cleaning day, you know. I put it on the chart up on the wall, and today is watering the plants and doing the Windexing. So I just got that all done. Yesterday was vacuuming and sweeping, and I'm not sure what tomorrow is. I think tomorrow is bathroom day. But tomorrow is also George gets his car inspected day, which is a good thing. The muffler broke, the pipe broke, and so his car is super loud. So the mechanic is going to fix that. That's $150 right there just for that, for the parts and labor. And then the inspection and whatever else might be wrong. He's got a 2006 Audi that has a good number of miles on it. So that's inspection day tomorrow. And it's also the 1st anniversary of the death of his brother. And him and his brother were very, very close. So I don't know how he's going to be tomorrow. I saw them today doing a lot of like thinking, you know. I completely understand what that's all about. I want to ask you guys to do something with me, if you would, in my Go Be Kind book. If you want to do this with me, put your answers in the comments. What I'm supposed to do is for this mission, each thing is a mission, is I'm supposed to ask 3 people that I haven't met or don't know, really, some questions. You don't write anything down or anything like in this book. You just ask the questions. So like if I was in the mall, if I just stopped a random stranger, I don't know, are strangers random? If I just stopped someone I don't know, because then they're no longer a stranger, right? And ask them the questions. That's what the mission is. So I'm going to ask you guys the questions. And if you want to answer in the comments, that would be great. Okay, the first question is, when was the last time you felt alone? When was the last time you felt alone? The second question is, when was the last time you felt loved? And the third question is, what would you do if you won the lottery? And the fourth question is, what does kindness mean to you? So I'll give you my answers. The last time I felt alone was 2 minutes ago. Like, I feel alone all the time. It's just something in me. Like, I think there could be 100 people around me and I'm always going to feel alone. So always. When is the last time I felt loved? Like really loved, like a different kind of love than from my husband? It was when I got this card in the mail from Corey. I felt so loved. I felt so seen, so heard, so cared about. It's like just doing something different and special for someone. What would I do if I won the lottery? Well, a lot of it would depend on how much would I win. But I would pay off all of our bills here if we had debt, which we do because we have a 30-year mortgage and we're brand new homeowners in this house. And I'm almost 66 and he's in his 70th year, so do the math on the 30-year mortgage. It's a very small mortgage. It's real tiny, but still a 30-year mortgage. So I would pay off the bills. I would pay off any of the kids' bills that I could, my kids and his kids. I would get George a new car. And I would buy a house more in the country where I could have like 2 horses and a swimming pool. And then I would take the rest of the money and I would buy up the empty buildings and stores in the area and convert them into apartments and efficiencies and stuff like that for people who are homeless so that they have a home, and set up a meal situation so that everybody had a meal each day, and set up a station where people can get like their social security cards and important paperwork that they need. That's what I would do. And what does kindness mean to me? Kindness means to me is that I want to treat people the way I want to be treated. So to me, that's kindness. Sometimes I have to catch myself, you know? Sometimes I see something or I think about something and I ask myself, is that really necessary and was that really kind? And so I have to kind of stop myself sometimes, you know? And I think we all go through that. This week, like from Mother's Day on, aside from yesterday, there's some emotional something. Mother's Day, you know, we went to the cemetery, George's parents' cemetery plot, and we went out and got something to eat, and so it was a really nice Mother's Day. I talked to a couple of my kids, and yesterday being the 12th, there wasn't anything emotional, but I did have a phone call where there was a total mess up in my old apartment's rent payments on their end, not on my end. And so I had to wait till this morning till the supervisor straightened everything out. So that left me pretty shaky and upset. Today, with it being the anniversary of my mom's passing, I'm thinking of all the good memories that I have of my mother. She was almost 98 when she passed. And of course, my friend's birthday. So every year that he's still here and with us, I'm grateful. He's a really sweet man. He's a good man. And so tomorrow, with it being car inspection day, which is, you know, that's neither here nor there, but it being the anniversary of George's brother's passing, I don't know how he's going to be tomorrow. I never got to meet his brother. I've seen pictures, and so I'll be there for George, you know, absolutely through the day, and as much, you know, love as he needs, hugs and talking about his brother, like whatever he needs, I'll be there for. We're going to try to go out and grab a quick lunch at a place that his brother really loved to go to, and sit in the same booth that his brother and him always sat in, if it's available. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. And then just the days go on and more things happen, and I'll talk about them as the days roll on. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So, my son, who's not well, who's not doing all that well, was supposed to move back here with me. And he talked to a doctor today, a specialist, and there's a program that's available in the area where he is, where my son is. And so he's contemplating entering into that program, which would keep him in the area that he's in. So I told him that he has to make the best decision for himself, you know, in his life. And I totally understand whatever decisions that he makes, you know, I get it. So, for those of us who lost someone and didn't get a chance to say goodbye, I'm so sorry. I had 4 years, and I can't say that I had 4 years to say goodbye, because honestly, the first 3.5 years, I didn't know I'd be saying goodbye. I was taking care of my partner, who was just getting increasingly sicker and sicker and sicker. And even though I knew there was a chance that he would pass on into his next life, I didn't really think it was going to happen. You know, you kind of block that part out, you know. But at the same time, when his doctor finally, like literally 2 months before Sky passed away, his doctor figured out what exactly was going on with him, which was MSA. And so when we talked about MSA, the life expectancy is 3 to 5 years. The older you are when you get it, the shorter the lifespan. And each illness that you get, even something as simple as a cold, your lifespan shortens. And Sky had gotten a UTI, and he had gotten COVID a second time. I got COVID going into the stores, getting us our food and our scripts. And then he caught COVID from me for a second time. I had COVID only once. He had COVID twice. And then he got the UTI, and he was in the hospital for 3 days for that. So it got to a point where, you know, when we were looking at the time frame of when he first became ill, and we were looking at 3 to 5 years from that time frame, then I knew his time was very limited, and he knew it too. So I had chances to like say goodbye, like to be there with him and hold him, and so many people didn't get that chance. They don't get that chance. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, if you don't get the chance, there's so many questions. And if you do get the chance and it's the long goodbye, it's long and it's hard. It's hard on both people. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Having your partner die at home, it's your home. And then your home becomes this memory of that death. And honestly, like I had someone make a comment about, you know, oh, a year ago you lost your partner, and a year later you're married and you have a new home. And they did a a laughing emoji with tears, the tears coming out, like laughing so hard they're crying. If I hadn't met George and went down the path that we went down, I had lost Guy, he had lost his brother. And George had gone through a divorce about a year or more earlier also. I think that if I hadn't moved forward, that I think all I would be doing is sitting and thinking about those last days. I don't think I would be able to get to a place of the good memory part. I think with my life as busy as it is right now, and having someone to talk to and bounce ideas off of, and having a partnership, there's so much going on that sometimes you can place the pain and the grief somewhere for a little while, for a little bit of time, and it gives you room and it gives you space in your head for the good memories. And so I find myself thinking about Sky in in his better days, and not dwelling so much on those last days and his death in our home and what that feels like, because that's etched in me. It's etched in me. Those last couple of days are so deep in my brain. We had hospice the last 5 days from Friday till that Tuesday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And the nurse came in once a day for like half hour to check the meds and help me clean them up and turn them, because it was really hard at that point for me to do that alone, and make sure he was clean and as comfortable as we could, keep him. And so those moments, the way he looked, the sounds, all that is never going to go away. But having this life right now, I'm able to kind of put things in compartments, if that makes sense. It's not a matter of, oh, you lost your partner, and you just moved on, you just got married, you got another house, and you just forgot about your partner. No, it doesn't work like that at all. It truly doesn't. That part never goes away. Never goes away. There are certain things that stay with you forever, for sure. So I'm going to add George's clips to the end of this video. And if you would want to answer these couple questions in the comments, I would love that. So thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. I'm a Soto Zen Buddhist. And so I usually end my videos saying namaste, which is a Buddhist hello or goodbye, a greeting, namaste. So I'm going to say namaste to you, and I will most likely be back tomorrow to give you a fill-in on what's next in my life. And let me know down below how you're feeling. How was your Mother's Day? What did you do? The good, the bad, the ugly, the hard, the easy, like what happened? How are you? Kind of like put it out there. You might feel better. It helps sometimes to talk. Yeah.